Alright, so next I want to show you guys how to use the texting features. So in your app, you will have a messaging button in the lower left-hand corner, and as you can see, I already have a couple messages. There's a little red 2 circle right here. If I go ahead and click on that, I can see different text messages that I've got, and 2 of them that I have not read yet. And a couple things to notice here, in the upper right-hand corner, we've got the ability to select which phone numbers you want to text from and see. And in this case, it defaults to all, but I actually have 4 different numbers that have been associated with my account. So if I wanted to only see numbers coming into, say, my personal number, I could click that, and that will filter the numbers back down to just things that are coming to my personal number. Next thing I can do is I can send a new text message out, or I can open an existing one. To send a new one, I hit this little green circle right here in the bottom right-hand corner, and it's going to start a new conversation. Now there's 2 different options. I can select a contact, and that's going to be if somebody was in my contact list previously. I can just search for them and try to find them, and I'll have options here. Let's say I just wanted to text John Hansen. I could do that. Or let's say that I just had a specific phone number that I wanted to text. I could just put that phone number in right here and hit start conversation. And now, because I've already had a conversation going with this phone number, this is actually my cell phone again, you can see there's a bunch of history in here. But if this was a brand new conversation, then this would have been blank, and I could have just started a conversation. So next thing I'm going to be able to do once I'm in a conversation is I can write a message. So test, and I can hit send, or I can just hit enter. And checking my cell phone, I did receive that test message. So I'm going to go ahead and reply to that and just say got it. Okay, got it. There you go, and boom, the message comes back in, and we can have a 2-way conversation. Now, other things I can do, if I wanted to, I could just throw the little thumbs up, send that out, and that does come in. And I guess on the other side, I could also do things like that and receive those back. So you can use emojis, you can use different things like that. So this one is a share contact. Let's say that I wanted to say, hey, can you give me Bob's number? So for example, Courtney Bobbitt. I could share that contact, and that would actually generate a VCF file and go out as a VCF, kind of like an attachment. So there you have it. A couple other things I can do now. If let's say that this conversation is getting too complicated, I want to just call them. There's a little call button up here. I can click on it, and that will load that number right into my dialer here, and I could just hit dial if I wanted to do that. Other things I can do, in the 3 dots menu, there's an edit contact. So let's say I want to put Jake Cell Hansen. I can go through and say which company he works for. And I can go through and fill out the rest of the stuff I wanted to also. And I can hit save. So now that has Jake Cell in there. So I know that when that person calls me, it will come up. Other thing I can do, I can schedule a meeting from here. Let's say that we're chatting and I want to actually just go ahead and schedule a meeting. I can bring that up, and it will put their email address already added as the attendee. And I could say test meeting. This is a test. Let's go for Sunday the 13th at 9 to 9:15, and I'm going to go ahead and hit schedule. And pulling up my calendar, you can see that that meeting did in fact get scheduled, which is great. So there you have it. We have the texting module and how to use it. Next, we'll move on to the faxing module. So what you're going to do is you're going to play around with the texting module, try texting yourself, try receiving a text, use all the features of the texting module, and get familiar with how it works. All right, now it's your turn.